scarce show a harvest of their heavy toil, but love, first learned in a lady's eyes, lives not alone, immured in the brain, but with the motion of all elements, courses as swift as thought in every power, and gives to every power a double power above his function and his offices. It adds a precious seeing to the eye. A lover's eye will gaze an eagle blind. A lover's ear will hear the lowest sound when suspicious head of theft is stopped. Love's feeling is more soft and sensible than are the tender horns of cockled snails. Love's tongue proves dainty Bacchus gross in taste. For valor, is not love a Hercules, still climbing trees in the Hesperides, subtle as Sphinx, as sweet and musical as bright Apollo's lute strung with his hair? And when love speaks, the voice of all the gods makes heaven drowsy with a harmony. Never durst poet touch a pen to write until his ink were tempered with love's sighs. Oh, then his lines would ravish savage ears and plant in tyrants mild humility. From women's eyes this doctrine I derive. They sparkle still, the right Promethean fire. They are the books, the arts, the academes that show, contain, and nourish all the world. Else none at all in aught proves excellent. Then fools you are these women to forswear, or keeping what is sworn you will prove. Fools! For wisdom's sake, a word that all men love, or for love's sake, a word that loves all men, or for men's sake, the authors of these women, or for women's sake, by whom we men are men, let us once lose our oaths to find ourselves. Or else we lose ourselves to keep our oaths. It is religion to be thus forsworn, for charity itself fulfills the law. And who can sever love from charity? Strain Cupid then, and soldiers to the field! Advance your standards, and upon them, lords, pell-mell down with them. But be first advised in conflict that you get the son of them.
Now to plain dealing. Lay these glozes by. Shall we resolve to woo these girls of France?
And win them too. Therefore, let us devise some entertainment for them in their tents.
First, from the park, let us conduct them thither. Then homeward every man attach the hand of his fair mistress. In the afternoon, we will with some strange pastime solace them, such as the shortness of the time can shape. For revels, dances, masks, and merry hours forerun fair love, strewing her way with flowers.
That is responsive, is it?
I praise God for you, sir. Your reasons at dinner have been sharp and sentential. Pleasant without scurrility, witty without affection, audacious without impudency, learned without opinion, and strange without heresy. Oh. I did converse this quondam day with a companion of the king's, who is intitulate, nominated, or called Don Adriano de Armada.
Novi hominem tam quam te. His humour is lofty, his discourse peremptory, his tongue filed, his eye ambitious, his gait majestical, his general behaviour vain, ridiculous, and thrasonical. He is too piqued, too spruce, too affected, too odd, as it were, too peregrinate, as I may say.
A most singular and choice epithet.
He draweth out
Peregrinate.
the thread of his verbosity, finer than the staple of his argument. I abhor such fanatical fantasemes, such insociable and point-devised companions, such wreckers of orthography, as to speak dubbed fine when he should say dubbed, or det when he should pronounce debt, D-E-B-T, not D-E-T. He cleaveth the calf, cough, half, hoof. Ne boer, vocator nibber. Ne, abbreviated ne. This is abominable, which he would call abominable. It is insinuated to me of insane ne intelligis domine, to make frantic, lunatic.
Lauster, bone intelligent.
Bone for bene, pretty on a little scratch, but will serve.
Vitesse quis veni.
Video it gaudio.
Men of peace, well encountered.
Most military, sir. Salutation.
Sir, it is the king's most sweet pleasure and affection to congratulate the princess at her pavilion in the posteriors of this day, which the rude multitude call the afternoon.
The posterior of the day, most generous sir, is liable, congruent, and measurable for the afternoon. The word is well chosen, culled, sweet, and apt. I do assure you, sir, I do assure.
Sir, the king is a noble gentleman, and my familiar, I do assure ye, very good friend. For what is inward between us, let it pass. But I must tell thee, it will please